What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bryden Strider, and today we are going back into the world of Minecraft to start working on the next step of our little maze project. So stay tuned. Now, if you follow me on social media, whether it be Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, you would have seen recently that the foundation of the maze has been completed. So I'll show you that real quick. And if you don't follow me on social media, but you would like to, the links will be in the description for the video. So feel free to follow me on any or all of the links there so that you can be up to date with all the upcoming projects, whether it be Minecraft or the games that I play. So you see here, we've got the entire foundation done. Today, we will start on the walls. The walls are going to be a pretty big part of this maze. And the question lies in how high are we going to make the walls? What are we wanting to do? That's the question. Actually, before we do any of that, I guess the important question would be, what do we want to make the walls out of? I was originally just going to go ahead and do cobblestone. You know, pretty standard material. But what if we did something a little bit different? I don't want to do anything wood-like, so... And should we just use blocks? Should we just use regular blocks? Got glass blocks, that'd be cool. What other? Gilded blackstone, polished blackstone, mossy cobblestone. And honestly, we can probably use a mix of a different type of stone and material. When you think about it, we've got 9 sections. And within those 4 walls all around, well, technically there'll be more walls because I do plan on having walls going in between where you see those borders of each individual square. Those are going to be walls too. And then we'll have all the walls throughout the maze leading in the different directions. So we can always use different material. But let's go ahead and just start with cobblestone. If I end up deciding to change it, so be it. So let's go ahead and see how high we want to do it. So that's 20. Let's see. So say we're on the ground here. We're looking straight at that. We're looking at 20 high that way. It's decently high, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we can run it through one of these squares here. And once again, I do want to remind everybody that, of course, this project is going to take a while to complete. So, if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see, what you think might be cool in the maze, or just any recommendations, if you notice something that I'm doing that can be done differently, make things a little easier or quicker, let me know in the comments. Especially if it's something that can be adjusted to make it easier and quicker. I mean, I would definitely appreciate that. But yeah, I would love to hear your ideas, because I would love to incorporate some of them into the maze. So another thing I've been thinking about is what exactly the maze is going to lead to. Originally, I was going to do like the center where that little village is, would be the destination at the end of the maze. Kind of, it's almost like a defense for the village, and if you make it through the maze, you basically, your reward is sanctuary in the village. But I'm kind of having a different thought on what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say it right now just in case I end up not doing it, but I think I have a pretty decent idea on what can be done. So, stay tuned. Now, gotta figure out the entryway. So, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I am a stickler for symmetry. I need it to be symmetrical. So, let's see, if it's 120 by 120, what would the center of 120 be? Be around that mark. Right? So be around the 60 mark, which would be... Sorry, I've got my little template here that I drew up. I don't know how well you can see that, but there is a picture of it on social media, I believe. So another reason, go follow. Alright, so it'll be around 60, but no, there's no but. There's no but. So I'm just gonna have to count out the 60 from here. Okay, so that is 60 from both sides, so that's good. So, symmetrically speaking, I'm going to go... How big should it be? Should we go 5 on each side? Or maybe 4 on each side? And just place it on the 5th one? That way... it'd be 9 in between. Let's take a look at how it will be. What I'll probably do as well for each squared section, I may do a different theme as far as terrain. Just thinking about doing some, maybe like it with a snowy terrain, doing some that has like a lava aspect, make it a little more dangerous. Alright, so let's see here. Let's back up a little bit. So let's see. So entrance is right on my drawing here. The way I have it set up. Oh, okay, wait. Never mind. I totally goofed. Okay, so... I totally goofed. To make this work, I am not going to be able to have the entranceway in the middle. However, I will be having 2 entrances. It'd still be pretty symmetrical though, so that's the plus side. So instead of it being at the 60 mark, it's going to be at the 30 marks from either side. Now, if you're wondering why I'm going to have 2 entrances, it's going to help the maze flow better overall. Because the way I have it designed, this here on my little diagram, that is just one individual square. And each individual square is going to consist of the same pattern, that pattern there. However, it will be rotated with each section. So, having 2 entryways allows me... Technically, it'll have 2 entryways on each side, but I'm only going to open it up on one side on the outer walls. But then the inner walls are going to have the entryways too, leading into the next square, thus taking each individual piece, combining them, making one giant maze. I hope that makes sense, because I do not know a better way to describe it. So the question is, how do I want to make the entranceway now? Do I want to make it so grand like the other as far as size, or do I just want to keep it pretty simple and just decently sized? Let's I mean, I think something like... No, I almost feel like going thinner would be better for these. Maybe just something like this. Maybe. What if it did like super thin? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, overall, it may be better as far as the design of the maze, and I won't have to make any adjustments if I just did the one. Actually, now that I think about it. So I used graph paper for the design, and each square was going to be 2 cubes in Minecraft. So it's 40 by 40 on the graph paper, which would make it 80 by 80 in Minecraft. However, I also was going to make each line 2 cubes wide. So with it being 40 by 40, there's... No, wait. I don't even know what I'm doing. No. So each line was just going to be 1 square. Thus adding another 40, which makes it the 120 by 120. So that means the entryway is going to have to be 2 blocks wide. Now the question is, which direction? So let's see here. See if we get a little lower here. Okay, so we've got... I'm going to put 2 blocks for each of the squares. So if that's going to be that, this is... Alright, so that would be 1 square on the graph paper, and that would be the line. So line, well, square, line, square, line, square. So you see what I'm doing here. So, I'm correct. We're doing it at 30. No, that would be 31 then. So then, the way I have it, this should be the doorway here. Let's try it again. So this would be square 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. So this would be that entryway. And let's try for... I knew something weird Something looked weird there. Alright, so with the line, that's box 1, box 2, or square 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one was right, because I have the entryways at box 10 and 30. Just 30, or 10. I'm just going to count out the rest. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. No! So I'm technically 1 row short. Which makes me really sad. Oh no. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. This would be 30. So I am off, which really sucks. But it is a fixable solution. All I'd have to do is scoot 1 row over on all ends. So that's still going to take a little bit of time, but it's a fixable mistake. It's tedious, but it's fixable, and it won't really take that long. So basically, I'm just going to have to add 1 row in every direction, because I'm going to have to move it over. So I'll have to move this over 1, move the middle over 1, and then move the other end over 1 in the other direction. And then kind of do that with the rows in the middle, which will be a little bit of a pain, but once again, it's still doable. So I will do that. But you've got the basic idea now of what's going to happen, the plan, and you've seen basic human error. And that's why it's always good to double check your work. As they say, measure twice, cut once. In this circumstance, I measured once and must cut twice. Alrighty, folks. So, as embarrassing as that was, I will fix that mistake. I'll do it off camera so you don't have to watch me do that whole thing. But like I said, I think we're off to a good start. Decent start. At least we figured that mistake out early. It's better to figure it out early so we can fix it early and not undo a bunch of other stuff that I've done. So I'm glad we caught that. Make sure you stay tuned for some more upcoming videos, more progression on the walls, more progression on the different areas. I guess you can call them biomes if I end up doing that idea with the different elements. So make sure you press that notification bell. Make sure you click that so it keeps you notified for the future videos that are coming up for this project and other games as well. And while you're at it, click subscribe and like. I appreciate it if you did. And don't forget to let me know your ideas as well. I really do want to hear your ideas for the mace. I want to see them in the comments. So go ahead, get to thinking, get to planning, and let me know. And until the next video, I'll be seeing you.